Flexibility is just stretching. You learned it when you were a kid, and hopefully you're still doing it today. Flexibility is encouraging your full range of motion. It's an activity that can be done either statically, which is fixed, or dynamically, which is in movement. All of you probably are familiar with the stretching or flexibility that's done statically, where you do a motion and you hold it for a certain number of seconds. When you're doing static stretches, you usually hold them for 10 to 30 seconds. Okay, so we're going to do some of them. 5 very, very simple stretches that you can do, preferably when you get up in the morning and especially when you go to bed at night. Wonderful for increasing the flexibility in your joints, in your tendons. For those of us that wake up with stress, neck aches, if you're sitting in a chair for long periods of time, working, wonderful exercises, just 5 that you can do to increase your full range of motion and stretch out those stiff legs, stiff arms, stiff back and neck. Okay, so we're just going to start from the top and we're going to go to the bottom. So starting with our neck, very, very sensitive area, so be very, very careful if you have neck injuries. All you're going to do is go downwards and hold for 10 seconds, and back and hold for 10 seconds, and look over your shoulder, hold for 10, and the other shoulder, hold for 10. Whenever you're doing these flexibility movements, you want to make sure that you're breathing through them. Again, very deep diaphragmatic breathing during that stretch. So let's do a shoulder stretch called a crossover. You take one arm and you put it across your body, you take the other and form a cross. Elbow connected to elbow, and you're going to pull back. You breathe in, and as you exhale, you pull. And you hold for 10 seconds. Make sure when you do one side that you do the other side. Again, inhale, exhale, and pull. That's a crossover shoulder stretch. Another exercise that you can do for those of you that have stiff backs, the side stretch. Okay? Again, inhale and exhale. And hold. Up to the center, other side. Inhale, exhale, and hold, and up. This is called a dynamic arch, where you're in movement. You're going to act as if you're in a squat, feet are shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward, bend at the knee. Those of you that have joint problems, shallow bend. Those of you that want a little bit of more of a strength train and flexibility training with it, a deeper bend. Okay? You're going to take both hands and put them on the arch of your back. And you're going to arch that back. Okay? So it looks like if it feels uncomfortable, you're doing it right. If you feel embarrassed, you're doing it right. Squat and bend backwards. Pull your shoulders back and look up to the sky. Again, inhale and exhale. And up. Hold for 10 seconds. The opposite of that is bending forward. So anytime you're bending forward, you want to make sure that you're bending in perfect form, which is from the waist. So you don't want to do this. You want to bend from the waist. Straight bodied, bend from the waist. This is a movement that's going to stretch your hamstring. Okay? So it looks like this. Inhale and exhale. As far down as you can go. Some of you may only be able to get to here. That's okay. Eventually, you will be able to go farther and farther down as long as you keep at it. Okay? Again, breathe in and exhale and go down. And one of the other flexibility trainings that you want to do for those of you that having joint issues, that's the last stretch. There's 5, is rolling. Rolling the ankles and rolling the wrists. You can actually do this while sitting. And that's flexibility or stretching.